Good morning, everyone. This is Disco from the All Shapes and Sizes podcast, and this is another episode of Disco's Daily Report. Before I start, matter of fact, I posted a video earlier. I was getting ready to post a video earlier today, but then I stopped. It was a little bit premature, right? And I'm glad I did, because the events of today or of yesterday had not concluded for the most part. And then I saw somebody sent me this TikTok, so this kind of speaks volumes, so I'll let it play for you.
I literally can't believe what I'm watching. I literally cannot fucking believe it. It is unfucking believable. You know damn fucking well if it was black people, if it was Black Lives Matter, you know damn fucking well they would have sent the dogs out. You know damn fucking well they would have had the National Guard out there. What the fuck is going on? You got white people fucking going into the state capitol, rummaging around through senators' desks. They were assaulting officers. They went past barricades. They're breaking into a federal building, for fuck's sake. And people will still sit here and tell me that white privilege doesn't fucking exist. People will sit here and tell me that black people are still not oppressed in this country. You know damn fucking well that if it was black people doing that shit, we would be watching an entirely different fucking news feed. I'm so fucking done with you fucking Trump supporters. I'm so fucking done with your fucking horse shit. I cannot believe that these people claim to be the party of law and order as they literally break into a federal building. And Trump has nothing to say about it. This is one of the most pitiful moments in American history.
Okay. So, we know that the outcome would have been completely different. This whole fucking goddamn East Coast would have been in a uproar, a lockdown. The death rate would have been ridiculous high. They would have actually, and this is going back to when the mob formed prior to them marching down to the Capitol on that tyrant's demand. So before those domestic terrorists actually made their way down there, that would have been stopped ahead of time. The National Guard would have been out. One person was shot and murdered for that siege and that act of terrorism. We saw this coming. Tomorrow's the conversation. What takes place tomorrow? We saw this coming. This guy is not conceding. He's not letting down. He's pushing the rhetoric. And he's a coward at the same time. He didn't march with him. Nowhere in sight, as we would expect. So when we're at this place now, and we're in this new, well, let's say the following day, now understanding that the Democrats control the Senate as well as the House, Republicans are, for the most part, even the ones that were riding with Trump to the very end, have jumped ship all the way down to Mike Pence. They have now allowed this man that they elected, all you Republicans out there that put him in office, that we saw this before he was in office. This falls on your hands. The death of that young lady falls on your hands. So we're going to say that ahead of time. But look at how we look as a nation. Look at how we look as a government and what we actually allow. Does this not just allow the next act to take place? Next act of terrorism, I'm going to call it what it is. And it overshadows what's taking place of some importance currently. And when I say that, I'm referring to this new mutated strand of COVID that's now here in the United States that they do not have a vaccine for. And I don't even know if the first vaccine is even going to do jack shit, but there's a new one. So the social awareness to, let's social distance even more, let's lock down, that conversation is getting overshadowed by this nonsense that took place today. And even the awareness that there's a new strand that's worse than the last one, and the vaccine, might not even do anything. Then, on top of that, Jacob Blake, no charges will be brought up against the officer that attempted to assassinate this young man and left him paralyzed. That came out like a day ago. That has now been overshadowed with this fuckery. People stay woke. Pay attention. One thing I can say is watching how they convened again the actual the joint session in Congress. Hearing some of the Republicans speak out, the Democrats leaders that actually spoke out. It was, I can't say heartwarming. I'm not going to say that, but I can't say shocked, but I can't never put it past, even at this point, that people from the Republican side might still come up with some nonsense. And this is after. I ain't talking about the few people that spoke and they were on their nonsense prior, that after. And there were, I want to say possibly, I don't think I heard one person from that side utter anything that seemed like it wasn't in the best interest of us as a nation. So I had to respect that because I was shocked to some degree because I expected some fuckery. I expected one of them to still be on some nonsense. And let me know, y'all guys, put something in the comments if I missed it. You know, if y'all heard something that I didn't hear, I watched it a couple times, but I didn't hear anything once they commenced again that came across as not a united front. Hopefully now with this control, we push forth what needs to be done from a government standpoint. People need to go over and beyond right now to get some controls back in place. But I also feel that those individuals that stormed the Capitol that were caught with the guns need to be prosecuted to the highest extent for attempted acts of terrorism, because that's what it was. Anybody that was there need to go down. If you was part of that mob, that blood of that young lady lands on your hands. I think they all need to be. That's me personally. Because if it was us, that would be the case. Now I don't want to go too long-winded on it. I was saying this stuff earlier, prior, but then it was like, let me just let this whole thing evolve. And I was like, yeah, you know what? Took my video down or not took it down, but I didn't post it because I was like, it had almost everything that this one has other than the commencement back and seeing what took place there. So with that being said, once again, stay woke, pay attention, keep the pressure on. Don't let any of this nonsense cloud your vision in regards to what we should focus on, but at the same time, understand the fuckery within it. And we need to speak about that too. And we need to keep our eyes woke on that and speak up about that and understand, and make sure that it's known that we're aware. You know, we see it all the time. So when this unbalanced scale, we got to call it out every time. Once again, Disco All Shapes and Sizes podcast. Disco's Corner, Daily Report. Stay woke, guys. Oh yeah, and I have just finished working out, rocking some Cardio Core. This is my family right here, Cardio Core. You can find him on Instagram. I think it's actually Cardio with a K and Core with a K. So it's Cardio Core, but you know what? DM me, send me something. I'll send you his information. Matter of fact, I'll put it on here as well. So, you know, I got in case y'all can't, I don't know if y'all can see it, but, you know, got the whole jumpsuit, got a couple pieces. Definitely best quality. Everything's quality, you know? So that Cardio Core, if you're working out, men, women, he has it all. Kids as well. Signing out.